Greetings, everyone. Happy Wednesday. How are y'all doing today? Today is the day that Mercury rules, and Mercury is in the final several days, like the last 6 days. It completes the post shadow on August 25th, where it will reach the 14th degree of Leo. And Mercury is the planet that rules our mind. It rules perception. It's the story you're telling yourself, the thoughts that are actually creating reality. One of the things that's very significant is that we understand where we are, like how this reality works, and begin to function in alignment with how reality actually works. Because in our awareness of how it works, then we can begin to be intentional and conscious about how we're creating our experiences. And that's not an easy thing to do. It's not an easy thing to do, but it is a very valuable thing to do. One of the things that I am becoming aware of in this last several weeks, some of the things that I'm experiencing right now is, as you all know, the body holds the memory, and the moon is in Cancer, and I'm having memories of experiences that bonded me to others. And it's coming up as grief or sadness or sorrow. For instance, my son's father, when we met one another, we were both like coming out of Christianity, and we both grew up in families or had experiences where Christianity was a deep part of our resource as young people, as children, and those Christian songs. And I was just listening to "I Won't Complain." Oh, and because we grew up in the church, and I really bonded to him over that experience because I felt seen. I felt like somebody got it. Like, I have this aspect of me that just loves like spirituality and religion. If this were ancient times, I would be the woman who lived in the temple and kept the fire burning and burned the incense and did the prayers. That's how I live now. And even when that was given to me through the lens of Christianity, I was always that way. And when I met somebody else who got it, who was my age, it just created a synergy. And now I think I had an anticipation or expectation that synergy was going to be something that lasted forever. And this relationship has been over for many years in the ways that it got started. And in the last several days, I am feeling the grief of the young me that was like so excited to know somebody who got it, or who understood, and who clung to them like oh my gosh, finally, clinging to them like a candle, like a light. And we're moving into the age of Aquarius, and the age of Aquarius says there is no other. There is no other. So I'm grieving. Oh my gosh, you guys, the grief of all the ways I thought that somebody was going to rescue me, that somebody was going to see me and get me and save me, and that I couldn't do it myself, that I needed somebody outside of me. And I'm like grieving the girl who felt helpless and hopeless and needed someone else. It's a very interesting, intense energy, but I understand it, so I'm able to be with it. And what I feel this depth of coldness. Like, before I started doing this work, I used to feel sometimes such deep isolation. I used to feel like I was dropped into a dark hole and I couldn't get out. It was intense. It was a very intense feeling. And it would scare me. And so I would busy myself because it scared me. I would distract myself because I was so afraid to touch the depth of that level of aloneness. And now I'm with that again, but I have more information, so I know that I'm okay. I know that I'm safe. I know that it's okay to do. And with it, I'm releasing, dissolving the parts of me that clung to others, thinking that of myself I wasn't enough, that me in and of myself was lacking in some way. And so that's what I am in the process of dissolving. And whew, my gosh, all I can say is whew. Yeah, so just I'm experiencing a lot of sorrow around the ways that I yearned for love from another and could never receive it, because that's not how you receive love. You receive love from yourself. Love is an internal job. And so because I wasn't loving myself and believed that someone else could love me better and love me more than I could love myself, it's like it created a wound, and that wound is healing now. So today is a Mercury day. Yes, I understand, Lynn. So today is a Mercury day, and Mercury, like I said, is at the 9th degree, and it's finishing up its retrograde. And so this is about looking at the last 12 weeks of your life and see what has come to the surface. What and here's the thing, don't call anybody else's name. That's the trick. Don't say they did this and so I feel this. Don't do that. Just say I feel this. That's all. Just feel what you feel. And don't make it be about anybody else. You know? So I know what I'm feeling, and I know why I'm feeling it. I'm like, oh, I'm feeling this depth of like loneliness. And the reason I'm feeling it is because it's meant for me to feel. And it feels so deep because I've never felt it before. I would never allow myself to feel it. I would always hijack it with something or someone else. I would always override it by aligning myself to someone else. And so now I'm like, don't align yourself to someone else. Be with it. Feel it. Accept it. Love yourself. Trust this. Know that you're okay. You've been doing the work. You have the faith that it takes to come in this experience and feel the void and not attempt to fill it up with anyone else. So the sun is at the final degrees of Leo. I believe it's at the 28th degree today. It's getting ready to go into Virgo, and we're going to have a new moon on, I think, Saturday, and we're going to start eclipse season. So I just hope that you guys are strapped in. That's all, because we're about to have eclipse season. We're going to have 2 new moons in Virgo, and we're going to have a full moon in Pisces, where the nodes are, which is what this work is about. And so this is literally like Virgo is the body, Virgo is the self, Virgo is the gut. What are your practices? What are your daily practices that are anchoring you into your body? What are you doing on a daily basis to make sure that, you know, for your health, for your emotional well-being? How are you caring for yourself? How are you nurturing yourself? We're moving through a tremendous shift on the planet. It's happening. It is real. And how are you supporting yourself? What are you doing to assure yourself of your own well-being, your own safety, your own health, your own emotional? What actions are you taking for yourself? And so if you want, you can go get the Virgo workbook. You can do that at my website, which is healwithmoonmama.com. I created a workbook to support us through this eclipse season. You can go to healwithmoonmama.com, or you can go here if you are in Instagram, and you can go to my link tree and purchase it there. There are 2 options. You can purchase just the workbook, or you can purchase the workbook with a coaching session. And if you do that, then I'll be able to look at your chart and give you the specifics to how you will use the workbook. But it doesn't matter, whichever way, you know what I mean? So that is available, and I love y'all, you know what I mean? I hold the light, you know, we're all in this together. We're all shifting at our own terms, our own ways, and I just give thanks. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to have the wisdom and the courage to stand for a new experience. And I'm so grateful to have tools that allow me to do this deep transformational work. And I'm grateful that I can share it with those who are open and available to it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. We are headed through a tremendous shift with this eclipse season that is coming. So ready yourself. Ready yourself in the gentlest of ways, in the most loving, compassionate ways. Ready yourself with self-acceptance and love and being at peace with what is. By being at peace with what is, you can release and you can open to what is trying to come through. All right, you all. Peace and blessings.